Hello everyone, so I haven't showered yet, so I look like this, all shaved, but today we could be talking about, could L from Death Note catch Jack the Ripper? I'd like to do more videos like this is fun. And you might be thinking, well obviously, he's got an IQ of 300, super smart, and he was able to catch a guy using a god weapon, which is true. But what you got to remember is back then there was no forensic technology, no CCTV, none of this. L only has what he can see and his own mind. So let's get into it. So we're all the way back in like the 1800s, and these killings pop up. Some prostitutes dead, all mangled up. And the police department get a letter written in blood by this Jack the Ripper. They don't know what to do. They can't solve this, and they keep trying and they can't. Another body pops up, and yeah. They're like, right, we need to call L. So then they do. L joins the case, and they show him the letter, written in blood, showing the culprit's handwriting. Of course, it could be fake handwriting. He could change it. We don't know. But L, looking at the bodies, has already deduced something. Jack the Ripper would either be a surgeon, some kind of surgeon, or a barber, because of his knowledge of all the vital parts that they had to cut. A barber would know this stuff back then, because I believe back then that the barbers would also be used as surgery. So, for example, that's why you got like the blue, the white, and the red things outside barber shops. That represents. So, red represents the blood. I think blue represents illness and white represents purity. But basically, what they sometimes do if you're ill, a barber would like cut a certain point at your wrists to make you bleed out your illness and stuff like that. So a barber would have certain knowledge of certain arteries and where things were. So L already knows two of the professions, and he's got his handwriting. So he gets down to business. Everyone in the area who is either a barber or a surgeon or a doctor is taken in for interrogation and investigation, and L gets them all to write. He gets them all to write something completely random. He does this first, in fact. He does this before investigating them further, so then they don't have more incentive to think themselves they need to fake their handwriting if they are Jack the Ripper, because they just think they're being asked normal things. L is a normal guy who's come up to them on the street and he's asked them to sign some random ass shit before he takes it further. He notices that none of them match up to the handwriting, which improves his theory that they faked it. But is the handwriting from the letter fake, or is the handwriting that someone on the streets interrogated fake? He noticed that one or two people seem to have hesitated. So he leans into questioning those more, and he finds suspicions. For example, them, according to other witnesses and according to alibis, being somewhat near the areas where the people were killed. Suspicious, right? He also has other eyewitnesses saying that these certain people were there around at times. Not directly there, right where the bodies were, otherwise that'd be case closed. But they were within the area, so it would have been at least feasible that they're the ones who did it. Not to mention another reason L knows would be a barber or a doctor or a surgeon. It'd be a lot easier for them to have access to these bladed weapons, such as something like a scalpel. Of course, anyone can use a kitchen knife, but again, the precision implies it was something a little more surgical. L realises, of course, as a third body appears, that there's a pattern. This guy's targeting prostitutes. So L decides he's going to catch this guy. There's not much else he needs to do. He's got a few suspects. He knows where they're likely to kill next. So L disguises himself as a prostitute. Yeah, that's what he does. At night, he disguises himself as a prostitute, dresses up as a woman. He puts on a pretty good disguise. He walks around in the night, so unless you're super up close, looking closely, you're gonna look at him from this. You're gonna look at him, and you're gonna think that, yep, that's a woman. So yeah, he's acting the part well. He's a prostitute, and he gets approached, and the man goes to attack him. L is trained in many styles of self-defense and combat. He's able to block the first attack, and then that's when Jack the Ripper gets jumped. L's had people watching from the shadows, policemen and guards watching him throughout the night to catch Jack the Ripper and arrest them. He is caught and his face is revealed. And who is it? Well, us as humans don't actually know. Although we think we know actually. A few years ago they figured out or something. He was a barber. Like I said, Elle would have knew that. So he catches this mustache twirling evil villain, and right now only 3 people have been killed. Elle was not only caught Jack the Ripper in record time, he also prevented the further deaths that did actually happen in history, as there were at least 5 confirmed ones. So that was a bit of a short video, but I mean, Elle's a genius, and I mean, there was no forensic technology back then, but due to his genius, it wouldn't have been too hard for him to catch Jack the Ripper. At least I don't believe. This wasn't the deepest video ever, because I myself am not an analytical genius. So it's hard to make a video and get into the minor one, but I did my best. It was just a quick little thing. I thought, oh, that's actually quite a good idea. I've been inspired by videos I've been seeing recently as well. Could Elle catch this guy? Some of them real life people, some of them fictional. And I'm a big fan of Death Note and Elle. So I might make more videos like this in the future. It doesn't necessarily have to be on Elle, but just like little fun, hypothetical, fictional discussions like this. I find them interesting and cool. Without further ado, I'm going to go and I'll probably shower. See ya.